also probably play a Grafdigger's Cage, but aside from that,
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of people messaging me recently that they've come to the same conclusion where they want like really impactful sideboard cards and not so much the weak ones that don't do anything. Like,
yeah.
yes, I agree.
Yeah.
That's basically my biggest complaint about play Blinkmoth here. I think
Yeah. About.
good. I think that's my biggest complaint about what card is that I'm thinking of? Dispatch is that while it's nice in a lot of matchups, it's just kind of marginal.
Hmm.
Like it's nice in a lot of matchups, but nice isn't quite good enough, you know.
Yep. Yep.
Ravager, and I don't think you bolt the hierarch.
No. So, do you expect this to be infect?
I think there are far too many decks that would lead on basic forest noble hierarch for you to make any judgment calls about what it is.
Mhm. Right. Hmm. Oh.
I think it's humans.
Yeah. But they don't play a basic forest. This is something else.
I think this is like two color humans.
Alright, well, this should be good.
You gonna just blast the champion of the parish?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I think you do. I think you should blast it.
Right. So you're doing this before so that before they have potential collected company mana available? Is that your reasoning? Or
Um, I think I'm doing it now because I think that that's they don't have a whole lot of great cards against us pre board. So I think actually most of the time their best card against us is just the one that presents the biggest clock, and Champion of the Parish does that. This is the best way to cut down on their clock. I think you cast Master of Ethereum, eat an Opal, and play the other Opal, cast the Vault Scourge.
yep. The question is, do you here cast the Scourge for 2 life as to leave a mana open in case we want to sack Ravager or need to sack Ravager?
I don't think so. I think if you're sacking Ravager, you're putting it onto the Vault Scourge. I don't
Okay.
think they're likely to have two. I don't think they're likely to have two removal spells, and I think that the two life is actually relevant against humans. Where like most decks, you don't care about the two life, but here they are actually an aggro deck that are trying to kill you.
I think this is now a spot where if they do path, we just sack. We just don't. Yeah, there's no reason to
Yeah,
switch
you don't
hands.
take the land.
If oh, okay, this is probably huh. Naya humans. Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
I think you sacrifice it and put two counters on the master.
Yep.
I mean, you have no need for a mountain, so.
Yep.
And it's good that you sacrifice the opal because, I mean,
Oh, what? Okay, never mind. I thought I'd skipped the combat step, but it's at some seconds. It's
yeah,
good that this. No, keep going about the.
it's good that you sacrifice the other opal because now you don't have a useless redundant opal stuck in your hand.
Yep. Ugh.
Well, that's irritating.
Yep. Yeah. See, this is the thing about casting it for life, um, where we could have the counters on the Nexus. But I get your reasoning about the life mattering as well.
That's a lot of
Right. So.
mares of Averook, and they're going
Yeah.
to flip.
Yeah.
Well, not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty bad for you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you animate one of the blink moths and attack with it.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to block anything. So actually, I found the 3-color humans to be much better against Affinity than the 5-color humans because they
Okay.
play Path of Exile.
Okay. All right.
Like,
So.
I don't, I don't think I've ever lost against 5-color humans online. I'm like, no, seriously. My, let's see. Do you just,
Load up Volt Scourge? Is that a possibility?
how much damage can you do?
One, two, three, four. One,
6.
two, six. So we go to eight. It's one short.
Um, well, so you're taking 17 next turn.
Yeah.
So what you do is you load up everything, you attack for 6, and then you attack for 6 and hope to draw Galvanic Blast.
Yep. Or
That's your
maybe.
only viable option.
He's got a third path. Come on. This is stupid.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
All right. I mean, you do it anyways because if he,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
Just
load it up anyways and hope that he was bluffing the white mana, but he wasn't, and you're dead.
yep.
I like, you're not beating 3 paths and 2 Mayors of Avabrook.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is, so on my spreadsheet that I'm keeping track of all my matches against, I have tribal humans. I've got 20 matches played against tribal humans, or something like that, and I'm pretty sure that the 2 losses or something I have on them is from before it became 5-color humans, when it was still like 3-color and playing Path to Exiles and Collected Companies. And then since they became 5-color humans with Ixalan, I haven't lost a game against them.
Well, okay. So, but this does necessitate some different sideboarding because I think
Yeah.
from what I've seen so far, we do want grid and flare, which we
Yes,
don't
we
want
do want grid and
against.
flare, which you regularly do not want against humans. And I think you probably even want Thoughtseize.
I think so too because they are very likely to have Stony Silence.
What are we taking out? I think Ravager, Memnite, Ravager, Welding Jars. You're leaving in Vault Scourge.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, I think this looks.
Uh, yeah,
Just take another Raptor.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, that looks fine.
Yeah, it's a lot of colored spells, but
But they're all really good, so you just need to have a colored source.
yep.
Curious.
All right. Yeah. I guess we keep this.
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
fine. It doesn't look great, but I think you keep it anyways.
Yeah.
What am I at against tribal humans right now?
All right. I think we want to entice him to path our Blink Moth Nexus.
Um, I mean, yeah, I don't see a reason to really keep up the galvanic blast.
Well, yeah, and I cannot imagine that they are playing Lightning Bolt. Like I think
Oh
their
yeah,
path
the
is.
odds of them playing lightning bolt I feel are very slow, very low.
Yeah. And this is the thing about Path to Exile decks, is that they ramp you into Ether, but he's not going. So
Yeah, currently against tribal
it's just
humans on Magic Online, I am 18-2, and I have never lost against them in paper.
oh, that's insane. That's insane.
Well, it just shows that they're really shitty against Affinity.
Yeah, though I feel like I don't know. I'm not. I don't have your sample size, but I feel that.
I feel like that's probably higher than it really is, but it's still like, holy shit, this matchup is really bad for them.
I mean,
Um,
hmm,
I think you just play
so,
grid.
hmm. I'm not sure. I think the argument against grid is that we can't actually use it, though. That's gonna still be true next turn.
Yeah, you're not imminently changing that, but what you do by playing grid is you can activate 2 man lands on the next turn and start pinging. It is really unfortunate that you've basically just drawn 0 artifacts.
Yep.
But,
Yep.
oh well.
Now he's gonna path. All right.
Alright, well,
Did
that's fine.
did have did have the path.
You can use more lands.
Yeah. This also tells me that he probably doesn't have an immediate way to deal with the ether grid, which is great.
Well, at this point, you're just playing the control deck.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Ether Grid. I think it's quite possibly my favorite card in Magic. I love how it can change. It can change the entire dynamic of a game and the role that each deck plays just by being on the battlefield. Like Affinity is never a control deck until it plays a Europe or Aether Grid and then it turns into a control deck. Like it's it's so cool.
Yeah. 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 All right. I like that. And also
Sure.
like that. These are all right. This.
Play an Ornithopter, play an Ink Moth.
The question is, do you see a reason? I mean, we're obviously going to shoot these two, but do you also see a reason to blast the
Mirran Crusader.
well, we can't actually blast.
You
Them
can't.
now because
Well, you could blast the Mirran Crusader, but you can't kill both of his dorks this turn
okay.
because you don't have enough
Yeah,
artifacts. I think
yeah,
you definitely kill one of the dorks. I think kill Noble Hark now.
yeah. I agree.
And then I think you don't blast this turn. I think you wait to because if he plays a thing, then you can decide to blast it.
Yeah, that was the reason to blast the
Oh, you wanted
ghosts.
to kill the pilgrim.
I mean, it's still fine. I think
I mean, you're still just gonna kill his stuff. Oh no,
this
a
only
Vithian
hits
Renegade. It's gonna kill your Ornithopter.
That's fine.
Nice. And what else?
Nothing.
You will probably just Galvanic Blast the Mirran Crusader.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely, but Galvanic Blast the Mirran Crusader.
Yeah, we can do this without. But
Yeah, you don't need Metalcraft. All right.
the question is, do we? No, we can't even get Metalcraft. All right.
So play the Signal Pest and shoot down the I think you shoot down the Pilgrim and blast the Lieutenant, probably. I think the Lieutenant can kind of grow out of control, so.
We can't shoot down the pilgrim.
What?
We can't shoot down the.
Oh, right. I guess you just passed then.
Man,
I mean, you might do some trading off with Inkmoth Nexuses or something.
yeah, that's true.
We'll see. If this is another collected company, you could be in a lot of trouble.
No. That doesn't really.
I think you let that resolve. Yeah, you're going to so he's going to play another human, and then you're going to animate two blink moths, ping the champion, and blast the lieutenant.
Yep.
Yeah, you're still going to do that. And then on your turn, you're gonna kill. You're gonna ping the mayor of Avabrook to death.
Yep. Man, it's so close. We're just.
I mean, what? You're getting beat down, but cast the scourge.
Uh, hang on. Let me think about this. Whether we can we afford to spend 2 mana on this?
You spend, yeah, you spend Spire of Industry because you got you,
Yep.
yeah.
Alright, now we can shoot twice.
Nah, shoot the mayor of Avabrook now. I think.
So we're not. Yeah, we're not gonna block with either of these. So we might as well just use these to shoot.
Yeah.
I think. Alright.
That doesn't actually matter at all.
That's actually. I mean, I guess we can't use our blink moths to pump. Well, no, we can. No, we can still use them. No. Yeah. All right.
One thing to consider is animate both ink moths and then ping the block both of his creatures and ping the Avacyn's Pilgrim. And I think you should do that. No, 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 no. Animate the ink moths.
Yep. 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 All right. How do you want to do this? So
Well, you can. So it depends on how much damage you want to save. You can save a lot of damage by blocking both of his creatures, and then you ping the Avacyn's Pilgrim, and it dies. Or you can not block and take 6 and ping his face. I
think I prefer blocking.
Yeah, I think you double block. You block both of them, and then you ping the pilgrim. And you're not even like wasting the chump block because it's still taking off a counter from the Vithian Renegades.
Yep.
And once you deal with the fact that he's beating you down, then you turn the corner by killing everything he plays forever and win that way. Right, whatever. Alright, and he's empty-handed. So I would say just animate both Blink Moths and kill the Vithian Renegades right now. Yep. So that he can't collect company and things to save it in response on his turn.
There's also an argument to be made for just attacking, because if we attack, he takes 6, we put him to 7. Now it's still it's still 3 turns, not 2 turns, unfortunately.
I like the I like killing his creatures. The reason I prefer killing his creatures off, even to doing this, is because it limits the amount of things that can go wrong. If he has nothing, he's never going to like suddenly kill you out of nowhere. If he has creatures in play, then he can top deck like Collected Company into double Thalia's Lieutenant, get there. This is actually an extremely similar position to where I was in round 15 of GP Vegas last year. I was playing against humans. Ooh, that's actually quite bad for you. So I was playing against humans. I had a grid. I had an option to go for. So you're gonna attack with Vault Scourge and ping the Pilgrim. I had the option to go for what was a very likely 2-turn lethal with an Inkmoth Nexus because he was empty-handed, and I decided that the safest thing I could do was to what was it? The safest thing I could do was to keep killing all of his things and not go for lethal, because as long as he had nothing in play, there is no possible line where he could draw cards to win.
Okay.
You attack.
Yep.
He might have Collected Company in his hand, in which case you might be in pretty deep trouble.
Oh yeah, but I think at this point
There's no way to play around it. That Magus the Moon actually doing a lot of work.
That's okay. I mean, we're still winning.
Yeah.
Winning.
Also, if you draw another artifact, you can kill it.
Yep.
Don't forget to ping him.
Yep. Yep. Alright. Alright, so that's something that doesn't do anything.
Actually, you kill it anyways.
Well, hang on. We're gonna attack for 2/5/4. So we have. If we draw an artifact, do we have lethal?
No.
No.
You don't have close to lethal.
Never mind. Yeah. Never mind. Alright.
Oh, well, there's that.
Yeah. See, I don't know if there's.
There's no way you lose from here.
At this point.
That seemed good. I don't see anything I would change.
Yeah. Blood Moon actually doesn't seem terrible, but just. I don't know.
Oh, he was playing Magus of the Moon against you. I don't think you want to have Blood Moons. He's definitely comfortable in having Blood Moon. Like, I don't bring in Blood Moon against like 5-color humans, and they are way greedier on their mana than the guy who's playing Avacyn's Pilgrims. And
Yeah, but they're much faster too, though.
yeah, but I mean, this guy isn't slow than the fact that we just like killed everything he played.
Yep. Also played against this guy before.
Oh, this hand's good.
Yeah, definitely. Just I also like the fact that it's pretty well, it's not great against Stony Silence, but it's at least decent.
It has a grid.
Yeah.
That's really what the words you're looking for. Well, it has grid, so. Oh, and it has an Etch Champion. I think you just need to draw your 3rd land, and you'll have a decent shot at winning the game. Maybe he'll path you to get you there. That'd be nice.
Alright, so he's on the old basics plan. That's great.
Aren't you glad you didn't board in Blood Moon?
I'm really glad I did. Right. Okay. Alright, so is there...
I don't think
Sorry.
you can really afford to Galvanic Blast his Thalia's Lieutenant this turn.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you need to throw down the Overseer and hope.
Actually, it's kind of questions whether we're hoping for a path or hoping for the Overseer to survive.
I think you're hoping for the Overseer to survive and then drawing a land.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best case.
Actually, do you know what you're hoping? You're hoping he doesn't play any humans, and that you get a Whip Flare.
That chance.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do the not playing humans thing.
Probably not. But, I mean, Still not that terrible. Like we have a blast for this thing, and the other stuff is just so small. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Whip play would be nice for sure. Let's
Yeah,
see.
people cut whip flare, and then you look at some matchups, and you're like, look at this board. Look how insane whip flare would be on this board. How could you not want whip flare in your day? Like, the times when you want whip flare, there's no card that does what whip flare does, or even
Yep,
close to it.
exactly. What is? Ugh, ugh,
Yeah, I kind of
ugh.
expected that one.
Alright.
There, and if this is another, oh Jesus.
Okay, that's probably game, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, he's attacking you
Uh,
for 10.
yeah, we're
You're not dead yet. Now you're dead.
no, we are.
Now you're dead.
Alright,
Hand was
so
too slow, and he had a very fast hand, and you did not have acceleration. Also, when you draw like the second and third cranial plating when you're low on lands, you're just like, I don't need these.